Break up with Adam right now. I was dating him first, so Adam belongs to me. You can't have him. I hear that you're going around telling people that you and Adam are getting married. But I know that's not true. He would never marry you. Would you stop embarrassing yourself and give him back to me? You'll regret it if you don't do as I say. No, I'll make you regret it. Give him back while I'm still ready to forgive you for taking him away from me. Excuse me, are you Adam's ex-girlfriend? I don't know what your problem is, but I don't plan on doing anything you just said. Adam and I are engaged. There's nothing you can do about that. Don't call me his ex. I'm his girlfriend. I still am and always will be. Some random woman like you can't change that. I don't know what got into him to make him want to marry someone like you, but I know that that's all your fault. You must have tricked him. Would you stop getting in the way and leave us alone? You're really causing a lot of trouble. You should be ashamed of yourself. Besides, do you really think anyone would want to marry an old woman like you? Oh, please. You're making me cringe just thinking about you in a wedding dress at your age. Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. I understand that you're upset, but that doesn't mean you can be childish. Adam chose me. Accept that. I didn't do anything to trick him. And if anything, you should be embarrassed of yourself making a fuss when Adam's already made his decision. There's no point in getting hysteric just because you're not the one that he's going to be marrying. Sorry for being an old woman, but Adam chose me despite our age gap, so tough. Anyway, why do you care how old I am? I'm still in my 20s. How can I lose to an old woman like you? I'm younger and prettier. Of course I'm the better choice. Way better than some 30-something-year-old woman like you. Why would Adam choose you over me? I don't understand it at all. Why are you asking me? Why don't you hear the reason from Adam himself? Maybe hearing it from him directly will make giving him up easier. Why do you even know my number? I don't think we have any friends in common. And Adam knows that I don't like people sharing my number without my consent. How could you have found out how to contact me? Anyway, I'm going to block you, so stop bothering me. I wish you all the best in your new life without Adam. You really should learn when to give up. You can't obsess over him forever, you know. It's already been a couple years since I started dating him. But if you still haven't been able to get over him, you're just going to suffer more. It's not good for you. It's already decided that Adam and I are going to get married, so you've just got to accept that. I'm not lying and I haven't tricked him. We're just in love. I took your phone number from Adam's contact list on his phone. Okay, I really think that you need help. You're not going to like it, but that's called being a stalker. Hang on, how did you even get his phone in the first place? Adam and I started dating after the both of you broke up. How could you have gotten my phone number? Unless you've seen him recently. You can't marry him. Adam is mine. You don't have the right to be with him because he was with me first. I'm going to take him back from you no matter what it takes. I suggest that you give him up first if you don't want to get hurt. He's going to choose me anyway when he realizes what a mistake he's made. What are you talking about? He doesn't belong to you. He doesn't belong to anyone. He's not a thing. And he's chosen me, so you should accept that. But I have something I want to ask you. You better break up with him. I'm not going to forgive you if you marry him. He's mine and only mine. Your name was Rebecca, right? Are you listening to me? When did you last see Adam?
Martha, sorry. I know you're gonna hate me for doing this again, but I was suddenly asked to attend a business meeting with a client at work, so I can't see you tonight. I really wanted to go and see that movie with you, but it looks like we're gonna have to go another day. I'm really sorry. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Alright, I guess we can go next week instead, Adam. Before you go, I have something I want to ask you. Do you have a few minutes?
What is it? Is something wrong?
Your ex-girlfriend. Her name was Rebecca, right?
Yeah, it is. Why? What's up? Why are you suddenly asking about my ex?
She messaged me yesterday. I tried to ignore her, but she was being really persistent. But I was wondering how she got my number in the first place. Did you tell her?
What? Rebecca messaged you? Seriously? What did she say?
She told me that she took my number from your phone. But she could have only done that if you've met up with her since we started dating. Have you? I thought you said you didn't want to see her anymore.
Of course I haven't met her. You can't believe everything she says. Don't you trust me? She's just trying to make you suspicious of me so that she can try and break us up. Don't you remember me telling you how obsessive she was? She was really dependent on me for everything and was jealous all the time. That's why I left her, because I couldn't handle how clingy she got. And that's why you can't let her go to you. She still has a thing for me. But that doesn't mean anything to me, trust me. You can't just let her ruin our relationship when the wedding is just a few weeks away. Just block her and ignore her if she tries to message you again, and act as though nothing happened. She'll get tired of it sooner or later. Please, she's just my ex. She can't ruin what we have right now.
Of course, I can't just ignore her. How can I do that when I feel like you're not telling me the truth? If you say that you haven't met her, then how does she have my phone number? She couldn't have got it from anyone else. You're the only person we have in common.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I might have actually told her your number in the past. I'm sorry. But I only told her because she was saying stuff like, I won't forgive you if you don't tell me and you'll regret it. She was saying all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, she always does. So I thought that she might try and bother you if I didn't tell her. I really think that there is something wrong with her, so I felt it was best to just do what she wanted, and I told her your phone number. I mean, I thought it was better than her trying to get closer to you. She really does get jealous, so I don't know what she might do. But the worst case scenario I was imagining was that she might try and hurt you. And I really don't want that.
If that's why you told her, then why didn't you warn me? You should have given me a heads up that your jealous ex-girlfriend might try and get in touch with me, and maybe I had been able to block her beforehand or something. You know I don't like when people share my number without me knowing, so can you please just ask me the next time someone asks for my number? I've already blocked her, but she's already creeped me out. If she's that obsessive, then there's no telling what she might do next. It's still predictable if she buys a new phone just so she can get through. But what if she turns up at your house next?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have thought a little carefully. I just didn't want to set her off. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I know it's scary, but I'm serious. Don't let her get to you. She's just trying to break us up. I'll talk to her and I'll try and get her to stop, so don't worry about her anymore.
Yeah, please. I really don't want her to message me anymore. She really does her best to make me feel bad about myself, and I can tell she's laughing at me. Adam, you haven't cheated on me, have you?
What? Of course I haven't been doing anything like that. Why would you even think that? I swear I haven't even thought about anyone else except you.
I'm sorry, I had a bad feeling when I spoke with her. It was really like she knew something I didn't, and it felt like she was laughing at me for not realizing. You haven't lied to me about something, have you? There's nothing else you want to announce other than the fact that you told her my phone number?
Of course not! I would never lie to you, I promise! And why would I even lie to you? Do you really not trust me that much? And it's not like I lied to you about giving her your phone number, it just slipped my mind to tell you. Martha, please don't let her get to you. She really is just a crazy ex-girlfriend. Nothing she says actually means anything. She's just trying to make you doubt me so that we'll break up. I'm not exaggerating when I say she's crazy. I broke up with her because she was really obsessive and manipulative, and I couldn't take how possessive she was anymore. But we're getting married in a few weeks, remember? Think about this rationally. I chose you. You don't have to think about anything else.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say, but I still feel like something's not right. It's really bothering me, so I can't help but think about it until I know what it is.
Come on, you gotta believe me. I haven't done anything. Why would I? We're gonna get married. I'm going to become your husband. What are you going to do if you can't trust the man that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with? We can't enjoy our married life if we don't have a relationship built on trust.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have doubted you so much. I'll try not to think about it. I'm probably overthinking things anyway. I'll just focus on the preparations for the wedding. Sorry I bothered you with something so stupid before your meeting. Don't worry about me and do your best. We can go watch that movie another time.
Oh yeah, I will. Don't worry, just trust me. I'm sorry about the movie too. I'll make it up to you. We're still going to have dinner tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Martha, what's wrong? Hurry up and come back to the hall so we can continue the service. Everyone is waiting for you. I know this is our big day, but we can't keep the guests waiting forever, you know?
What's wrong? Are you seriously asking me that? You saw what she did, didn't you? You were right there. You came after us when you saw that Rebecca asked me to have a chat and you saw everything, so why are you so calm? Why aren't you angry for me?
Martha, I don't get what the big deal is. Don't be so dramatic. Just come back to the hall so we can continue. Where are you? You didn't leave the venue, did you?
You must be joking. You think I'm being dramatic? Your ex-girlfriend slapped me in the face. I seriously thought that she just wanted to talk, but the second we moved to that corridor, she just turned around and hit me. Without any warning. So why are you acting as though nothing happened? Why didn't you even try and stop her? I can't believe you. All you said was sorry. She's just a bit jealous and walked on by. You're supposed to be the groom. Couldn't you at least ask her to leave? She wasn't even invited in the first place. Instead, you made it seem like it was a matter of course that I should overlook what she had done because she was just a little jealous. Why should I care if she's jealous? That doesn't give her any right to hit me. To be honest, I'm panicking because of how ridiculous this entire situation is. I'm not in any state to return to the hall.
Oh, come on, Martha. Don't be like that. Why are you making such a big fuss out of this? I said I'm sorry. It wasn't even me that hit you. She really was just a bit jealous, that's all. You should just loosen up a little.
How can you say that? I don't even understand how you can actually say ha 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 like it was just a joke or something. She actually hit me. It's assault. And come to think of it, you were smiling earlier too when you passed us by. You didn't even look that shocked that she hit me. You may not understand, but this situation is a lot more serious than you think. Yet here you are trying to make it seem like it's not that big of a deal at all. If anything, you seem pretty happy. Am I wrong?
Of course I'm not happy, but I don't think that it's such a big deal. And I was actually pretty surprised. I didn't know stuff like this actually happened outside the movies. I guess this is what people call a catfight, huh? And I didn't know that Rebecca was that jealous. I really am sorry, seriously. I don't know what got into her, but I don't think she'll do it again, so don't worry.
You don't seem very sorry at all. You seem like you're really enjoying this. Did you know that she was coming? I mean, I definitely didn't invite her, so you must have been the one that told her the date and address. And now your ex-girlfriend's come and crashed our wedding. You're enjoying the fact that she's gotten jealous of the bride. Must be fun to imagine that there are two women fighting over you, but she crossed the line. If you were half the man I thought you were, then you should have stopped her. But you only laughed and made excuses for her. You must be kidding if you really think that this situation is for your entertainment.
Martha, I'm not thinking that at all. But seriously, I just think that you're making a big deal out of nothing. I was just laughing because I was surprised, I swear.
I'm the one that was surprised. I was surprised that someone would even hit me. And I'm shocked that you were a complete bystander. You're acting like it was none of your business. You're supposed to be my husband. Don't you feel anything if your loved one is treated like that? I'd understand wanting to leave us to it if we were just arguing, but she resorted to violence and you didn't lift a finger. You liked that she was jealous enough to hit me.
Why are you so angry? Like I told you, it's not like I was the one that hit you. And today's supposed to be a special day for us. It's the biggest day of our lives. Don't ruin it by getting pissed off just because Rebecca got a little jealous. You may be older than her, but you've still got a long way to go before you grow up, Martha.
Excuse me? I'm the one that needs to grow up? You're saying that to the woman who got slapped in the face. To your wife. And what are you still laughing about? This isn't funny.
Calm down, Martha. You don't have to be that angry. You're being really dramatic over a slap. I just don't want you to make a bigger deal out of things than what's necessary. And you're going over the top. We're supposed to be celebrating, so by getting into a really angry mood, you're just being all childish and ruining everyone else's happy mood. Can you just hurry up and sort out your attitude because everyone is waiting?
How about you tell that to your ex-girlfriend? And by the way, it wasn't just a slap. She slapped me twice. Why am I suddenly the bad person? I hate to make our guests wait, but I think they'd give me a break if they knew what happened.
Do you really think that there's a point in telling her? She's still in love with me. She can't help but be jealous. She must have come to the venue knowing that she would have to have a showdown with you. You gotta hand it to her, she has guts. But too bad for her, I'm already yours. Anyway, she just got a little bit jealous and slapped you, that's all. Let's just forget about it and get on with the ceremony. Come on, stop pouting and come back to the hall. Or just tell me where you are, I'll go and collect you.
Don't worry about that, I've already called my lawyer.
What? Why would you do that?
No way, you're actually asking me why? Because of you and your ex-girlfriend, that's why. I've had enough.
What are you talking about? Why would you have to call a lawyer? Let's calm down and talk about this first.
Don't make me laugh. It's already past the point where we can just talk this through. You don't care about how I feel about the situation. You're enjoying this. I want my lawyer to help us deal with this. We can make plans to meet all together someday. Right now, though, I'm going to meet with her and explain the situation. You can stay in the hall if you'd like, but either way, the wedding is canceled. I'm not coming back.
What? What are you talking about? You can't just decide that without me. I'm really going to get angry if you keep on making stupid threats like that. Martha, are you listening to me? Hurry up and come back to the hall so that we can continue the ceremony. We're all waiting for you. You're just gonna annoy our guests if you don't hurry up.
Shut up, Adam. I'm not going to marry you. Accept that.
What? Did you just tell me to shut up?
So what if I did? You need to listen to what I'm saying. It seems like you don't understand how serious the situation is. So I'm going to explain it to you. Even before today, your ex-girlfriend was threatening me, sending me messages incessantly, and was already doing things that could be considered stalking. And today she's finally crossed the line and assaulted me. Do you understand what that means?
Well, if you have to say it like that, then yeah, it sounds bad. But you really don't have to be that harsh. She really is in love with me, that's all. But she couldn't help it. You're just exaggerating.
Yeah, it sounds bad because it's a crime. And yet you think that I'm exaggerating. I'm talking with my lawyer right now and I'm going to show her this conversation, so maybe you should take care with what you say.
Yeah, you're exaggerating. You've called a lawyer. How dramatic can you get? Martha, why don't you just come back to the venue and let's talk about this? You don't need to bring your lawyer. We can talk about this without her. There's no need to go that far.
I don't know about you, but personally, I want a lawyer. This is assault, and now she's actually gone and hit me. Her threats are much more worrying. I don't want to just leave this problem undealt with and suffer something much worse down the line. I want to talk to someone who won't pass my worries off as me being dramatic.
Yeah, alright, I get why you want a lawyer, but are you serious about the wedding? You're going to cancel it?
Have you finally realized how serious this situation is? I hope you have, because that's how serious I am about canceling the wedding. I regret that we ended up wasting our guests' time, but it's over. From now on, I want my lawyer to be our middleman, so if you want to contact me, you'll have to do it through her. We'll have to talk about this face-to-face sometimes, so I'd like you to bring your ex-girlfriend when we do. Of course, I plan on reporting this incident to the police, so you'll have to be prepared to be questioned, and don't think about lying to defend your ex. I've already asked my parents to check with the venue regarding their CCTV, and apparently they'd be happy to give us a copy.
What? Are you really going to cancel the wedding? I can't believe it! Your parents are starting to make an announcement, and you want to do this? I can still stop them. Wait, they're telling everyone what's happening. Martha, think about this. Are you sure you want to cancel this wedding? You can't undo this.
Of course I'm sure. Is there a problem? Because I can't think of a good enough reason to continue it. I'm going to cancel the wedding and I don't plan on rescheduling.
What are you talking about? You don't plan on rescheduling? Does that mean that you don't want to be married? Martha, are you out of your mind? Just because my ex-girlfriend did something stupid doesn't mean that you have to go this far. Why do I have to get punished by something she did on her own? Are you actually going to pretend that our marriage never happened? I don't get why you have to do that. You're going way too far. Martha, calm down and think about this. This isn't a dream and you can't undo this when you realize that you made a mistake. This is reality.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. You're the one that needs to calm down and look at what's going on a little more rationally. Of course I'd want to cancel our wedding if I'd been treated like this. I'm just glad that you didn't insist that we go to file our marriage certificate at the registers before we had the ceremony. Saves me the trouble of having to go through a divorce.
What? You haven't even gone through the registry office? I thought that you'd already given it a day before yesterday when we signed it.
No, I haven't. I never said that I would file it on the day either. I just kept it with me. I told you I had a bad feeling when I spoke to your ex-girlfriend, remember? You told me to forget about it, but I already decided that I wouldn't file it until I found out why.
What bad feeling? I don't remember you saying anything like that. You're just imagining things, so forget about it.
And I'm telling you, I did. The way you tried to steer me away from thinking about it then was suspicious too. Well, it turns out it wasn't just my imagination. I was right to doubt you. I thought I could forgive you for what you'd been doing, but being slapped by your ex-girlfriend actually helped to wake me up. Plus, you couldn't even stop smirking when it happened. You didn't try to stop her. You didn't try to defend me. You were too busy enjoying the drama of having two women fight over you. But it helped me realize that I was making a mistake to even marry you. I really don't know what I was thinking.
Why would you say that? I told you I'm sorry, okay? It's not even my fault. But I'm still being really sincere. The least that you could do is try and rethink canceling the wedding.
No, thank you. I'll stick with my decision and send you a bill for the wedding costs and compensation. Adam, you can think that I'm stupid. I already know that you've been cheating on me. This is completely your own fault. We're finished, and you're going to pay for it.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? You're going to ask for compensation and make me pay for the wedding alone? Even though you're the one that canceled it?
I canceled it because I can't marry a lying cheater like you. I'm going to demand the compensation I'm owed, and your affair led to the wedding being canceled, so you're going to cover the full costs. Don't even bother asking me if I'm sure. I'm not going to change my mind, and I'm not going to marry you. Why don't you enjoy the rest of your life with the woman you were cheating on me with? Oh wait, you were cheating on me with Rebecca, right? I'm sure you'll be very happy together since she can't accept you marrying anyone else, and you're happy to defend her actions. You'll be perfect for each other.
Wait a minute, so our relationship is actually over? You can't be serious! Please stop making weird threats, Martha. Why would I want to marry anyone else? I love you. I only love you. I don't want to break up. Please don't cancel the wedding. You don't have to go that far. The guests all have left, but we still have the ceremony. Ask your parents to get the priest to come back. Stop messing around, Martha. Let's get married and make each other happy. You're just overreacting.
You must be joking. I've already made up my mind. I'm not coming back to get married. Who would want to marry an asshole like you?
You're saying that I'm the asshole here? You're the one that suddenly decided to cancel the wedding without warning me.
Says the man that was cheating on me. You may have thought that you did a good job hiding your affair from me, but unfortunately you'll have to do a better job if you really don't want to get caught. Finding out about your affair was enough of a reason to want to cancel the wedding, but I thought I should give you a chance, and went on with it. For some stupid reason, I thought that once we were married, you would give it up and finally choose me. I thought that you'd stop playing around and treat me with more respect. When your ex-girlfriend hit me and you didn't do anything, I realized that you would never change. You're always going to be this self-interested, self-centered jerk. I can't imagine how things will go for you down the line if you continue to act like this. But why should I worry about you? It's none of my business anymore. I'm not marrying you, and that's final. We're over. All you can do from now on is talk about how we'll settle the compensation. I'd rather get it over and done with today, so let's talk. That's the only reason why I'm coming back to the venue.
Wait, Martha! This is all just your misunderstanding. I was never serious about Rebecca. It meant nothing. Please, Martha, tell everyone you made a mistake. My mom and friends are really angry. They're all sending me messages and they sound really pissed about me for the affair. Please, I'll tell you the truth. I'll explain why this all happened. Tell them you made a mistake.
I don't know where you're hiding, but you better come out soon. I want us to talk with my lawyer. I want to get the compensation and stuff sorted out as soon as possible so I don't ever have to talk to you ever again. No matter how much you explain, it won't change the fact that you were cheating on me and doesn't exempt you from taking responsibility for your behavior. It's all excuses anyway, right?
Rebecca's my ex-girlfriend, but that doesn't mean that I still have feelings for her. I would never choose her over you. She's in a lot of debt, so I never even thought about being in a long-term relationship with her, let alone marrying her, I swear. I didn't want her to get dependent on me, so I was trying to put more distance between us. but she was really persistent, so I couldn't help but go out with her when she asked me to. I was sleeping with her so that she wouldn't ask for any more. It wasn't anything serious. But then she started thinking that I was still in love with her and wouldn't let me end the affair when I asked her to. She just kept on asking when our next date would be, even though I tried to tell her that I couldn't see her anymore. I was planning on ending it before the wedding, but she wouldn't listen to me. I really had no choice. It's not my fault, Martha. You've gotta believe me. I tried.
Typical. That's the exact same excuse every other asshole on the face of the earth makes when they've had an affair. You try to make it out to be someone else's fault, but it's really all your own responsibility. The excuses you made are also pathetic. It's embarrassing. I'm shocked you have the nerve to say all that and think that I still want to be with you. It seems that you were hoping you could hide your affair and get married with me none the wiser. But now that I've dumped you, I guess your evil plans have exploded in your face. I almost pity you. I can't imagine how disappointed you must be to lose me. But I feel great knowing that I was able to avoid what could have become the worst mistake of my life.
Martha, please! I don't want to break up. I'll do anything to make it up to you, please! Some of our guests were colleagues from work, and some of them were my managers. If you do this, it'll affect my work life too. They all heard your parents' announcements, and they all told everyone at work too. It's gonna be really embarrassing for me to go back to work on Monday. Come on, you've got to tell them that it was a misunderstanding, or else it'll be really awkward when I see them all next. Please forgive me, and I'll take back the announcement if you come back to the menu. Let's call all the guests back and have the ceremony.
I don't think there's any point. Do you really think you'll have a job to go back to on Monday after this?
What? Why would I lose my job?
Didn't you know that the CEO of your company and I are related? Maybe I forgot to mention that.
No way, you're just messing with me, right?
Of course I'm being serious. Did you really think that the CEO of such a big company would take the time out of his busy work schedule just for a regular employee like you? I guess he must have thought that it was a matter of course for him to come all this way, considering how big your ego is, but that's not the case. He came because he found out from another relative that I was getting married. He even prepared a lovely wedding gift, but thanks to you, his sentiments were wasted on us.
Is that why he came? I didn't know, I swear!
You're the only one that didn't know. All of my relatives knew that you were working at his company and even mentioned it to him, you know? But now that I think about it, I think that might not have been a good idea, for your sake. Now he knows you work for him and that you ruined our wedding day with your affair. I think you'll be having a hard time at the office from now on.
What? Please don't leave me. Don't abandon me like this. If we don't get married, my entire life will be ruined. I'm sorry, please. I apologize properly this time. I'm seriously sorry. I won't meet her ever again, and I promise I'll make you happy.
It's too late to start apologizing sincerely now, and no apology will be enough to make me forgive you after everything you've done. Goodbye, you piece of crap. You'd better hurry up and come out from wherever you're hiding so we can talk about how much you owe me. In the end, the wedding ceremony that Martha and her entire family had been looking forward to became a discussion between Martha, her lawyer, and Adam. Some of Martha's angered family were also onlookers to the meeting, and for Adam there was no way to escape the living hell of insults and reprimands he got. On top of that, the colleagues that had been invited to the wedding all ended up spreading rumors about what Adam had done. So Adam returned to the office the next Monday to find that the atmosphere was icy cold. Nobody could believe how selfish he had been, and all the colleagues he had gotten on so well with up until now would no longer speak to him after hearing about his attitude towards his fiancé. For better or for worse, the CEO decided to have Adam demoted, and he was sent to work in a branch office in another part of the country. Adam had no choice but to accept the transferal if he wanted to keep his job, especially since he had only just been ordered by court to pay Martha compensation. He also had to reimburse her for the wedding fees, as well as pay the venue the cancel fee. By the time he moved states, he was already deep in debt. Thanks to everything that had happened, he was struggling mentally, but it was nothing in comparison to the way Martha had suffered when she found out about his affair. Adam finally realized how stupid he had been and what he had lost when it occurred to him that all he had left was a dependent, and possessive lover that was drowning in just as much debt as he was. People say that we only know the true value of something once it's been lost. It seems Adam finally learned that lesson the hard way when he failed to appreciate Martha. His realization came far too late, but he's only got himself to blame.
Stacy, thank you for wanting to come to see us as it seemed to make you happy, but next time can you make sure to let me know first? Coming out of nowhere like this makes it hard for me to match my schedule with the hospital's. Why? Why do I have to listen to you, Brianna, and match what I do with the plans you have? And you were able to come answer me immediately, so everything's fine now. I just wanted to come over to give you your gift for having a baby, so don't be so mouthy with me for trying my best. You really have all sorts of reasons for being the worst wife imaginable. Maybe you're starting to go crazy right now after having your baby? They say sometimes when a woman has her baby, she begins to have depression and go crazy because she's not carrying it anymore. You must be mental now, right? Anyway, you complaining to me about not respecting you and your schedule after handing you your gift was a mistake on your part. I'm sorry. Thank you for wanting to bring a gift. I'm happy that you happened to think of me while I was having the baby. Whatever. I'm starting to doubt you as a person, Brianna, because of the way you've handled this. Maybe I'll just turn around and head back home now so that I don't have to be stressed over you any longer. Stacy, I'm sorry for being a bit rude with you earlier, but don't you ever come around me and my son again. I've been thinking about things between us for a bit now, and I don't want you anywhere near us as I raise him. What is going on with you now, Brianna? Especially with a harsh attitude like that, I'm worried you really do need to see the psych ward. But anyway, you don't even have to ask me to stay away because I never planned on seeing you both again. That's true, you hate my guts as it is. But what you did today was unforgivable. Oh, and what could that have been? Don't start playing dumb now, please. The moment you came and saw us again, what exactly was it you said to my boy when you saw his face? You said that even though he's your oldest son's baby, he is not cute at all, and then laughed. Then you followed up by saying it must all be my genetics. You really just stood there making fun of your own grandchild after he was just born. Do you have a good enough reason for doing that? I just wanted to say what I thought was all. You're an ugly woman after all, and so the child you gave birth to happens to share the same traits as you. He looks just like you, and so me complimenting him the same way I'd compliment you is only natural, right? There's no need to be upset. That kid may be my grandchild, but he looks like a dang monkey. Also, today wasn't just about you coming to see us and your grandchild, right? The real reason you came to us was for more money. You're a rude one, aren't you? I had no reason to be there for your guys' money. How can you say that now? You came in and told us that after coming all this way to see a monkey, we should at least pay for your taxi ride home. And as you said that and I lay there in the hospital bed, you reached into my purse and took out $300. Well, why are you being so stingy right now, huh? I was being nice by coming out to see that kid, and so it's only fair that you pay for my means of transportation, right? You can't be so selfish when dealing with someone like me. I have to live off of what little social security I have left. I am once again sorry. My son woke up and so I had to stop talking with you for a bit to care for him. But either way, I'm telling you that from now on, you're no longer invited to come see us. We've known for a while now that you've had troubles with money, and that's why we've been giving you an allowance. And we tried our best to stay quiet even though you'd been so rude to me about everything, but I can't take it anymore. I am the wife of your second oldest son, and he and I have been working hard for our son. And I was fine dealing with your rude remarks to me every now and then, but I assumed you'd lighten up about us when we had our baby boy. I had at least hoped that when you came to see him, you'd say how cute he is and open up to us a bit more. But I can see you just want to hate my baby and me now. I now see that you're not happy for us to have a baby, and that's fine, because I'm no longer dealing with you as my mother-in-law. You always have to make such a fuss. I even made sure to give you that gift. Does that not make you at least a little happy for me coming to see you guys? You really must be moneyless if you can't understand how precious that gift to you was. I can't believe my son chose to marry you. I can't even see you as anything other than a witch now. And it was because of that gift from you that I'm in a rage now. What the hell even was that? Can't you just stop yourself from picking on me at least once? In what world is giving 5 cents to someone after giving birth a good gift? Especially when it's coming from the mother-in-law. You have no reason to be complaining to me. I was very thoughtful giving you that even 5 cents as a gift. Maybe you could try thanking me for that. It's not like you deserve any more money after giving birth to that monkey. Well, then I'm going to stop giving you any more money as well. Huh? Giving me money? What are you on about? I know that my money is coming from my son. So you have no right as his crappy wife to be speaking for him. I know that you're good for absolutely nothing, Brianna. That's the whole reason why you can't even give birth to a half-decent looking baby. If that thing grows up one day, it'll turn out to be nothing more than a waste crawling through our society. Phil, how much time do you have? I have something we really need to be talking about.
It's rare of you to text me this time of day. What's up?
Actually, today your mom came to the hospital to see our son.
What? She did? She was telling me that she didn't even want to see our boy. At least, that's what I remember her saying. So I guess in the end, she did want to see her grandchild.
No, that's not the reason. She didn't come all the way here to see our baby, but rather to take some more money from me.
Your money?
And if you want to hear more about it, she even said that our boy isn't cute at all while laughing about it. And as a gift to me for having the baby, she gave me 5 cents. And then she told me that since she came all that way to see us, she needed money for her taxi. And since I'm still in the hospital bed, she went and reached into my purse and took my money out of it.
What? She came there and made fun of our son? And she only gave you 5 cents as a gift? Does she not see how awful she's being right now? What the hell is that old bag thinking? She needs to go home or something. And wasn't the money in your purse the money that your parents gave to you in case you needed anything while in the hospital? You're telling me she just stole that from you? You sure did tell me when we needed to talk about this, huh? I'm still working at the moment, but we'll have a break very soon. During that time, can we talk more?
Sure, that's fine. Good luck with work.
Thanks for waiting on me. How are you feeling right now? You're staying relaxed, right?
I'm okay. And our baby just got finished drinking some milk, so he's sleeping next to me.
I see. Thank goodness. I'm so sorry for what's happened to you today. After she fell in love with the baby my older brother had, who ended up being a girl, I guess she just couldn't get behind us having a boy as our first child.
Well, she's had something against me for the longest time for not being a housewife like your older brother's wife, and so me working a job of my own must have started her hate towards me. Always telling me that my job is to be your wife and nothing else, all that kind of crap.
But I never thought that she'd pass on all that hate she has for you to our baby. I thought that things would get better after all the work we put in for this.
You don't have to feel sorry for anything, Phil. Nobody ever thought your mom could get any worse than she had been. But the moment I saw the gift that she gave me for giving birth, I had just had enough from her. And that's when I told her on accident that I never wanted her to see her grandchild again.
No, you were right to say something like that. And to make sure that our son grows up in a loving household, she doesn't need to be around him anymore.
What about the money we're giving her every month? I told her that I'd stop that as well. I'm sorry. I told her something without even thinking that might have made things more difficult. Now that I've calmed down, I think I overstepped things there.
You have nothing to apologize for, Brianna. You have every right in this world to be upset with my mom for making fun of our newborn boy. And so you fought back to protect him. So you don't need to be worried about what you did to Mom. How about we really do stop sending her money? After all, we're going to need more money ourselves now with a kid in the house. You have to be tired now, right? You've had to take care of Ren as well, so you need to take things easy. When I'm out of work today, I'll head right back to the hospital to see you.
Phil, why haven't I been able to get any money from you yet this month? Don't you dare tell me that that witch got into your head and told you to stop. That little disgusting witch telling you what to do with your money is not something any wife should do. You divorce her right now and come back to your mom.
Jeez. I've heard enough already from you. I've had more than enough reason for me to stop giving you any money.
Well, I want to know what those reasons are, and that's why I'm asking about it. Your older brother happens to be so charming, yet for some reason you keep making yourself look worse. Before I have to take matters into my own hands, please give me this month's money. You know that your father's body isn't that great anymore, and I myself am getting really old, and so we need that money to survive.
You're not my mom anymore.
Huh? Excuse me? Is that the right way to speak to your mother right now?
The only parent I have now is my dad. I don't give a crap about who you are.
Hold on, Phil. Why are you this upset with me? Phil, you reply to me right now. You frickin' witch. It's because of you that Phil has left me. He's never been the type of kid to ignore his own mother. What the hell could a brainless and toxic woman like you have done to him? I never did a single thing to him. All of that was what he wanted. Perhaps it's time you start to learn how to understand your own kids' feelings. Shut the hell up, you stupid rat! Whoever gets in the way of a mother and their son is the worst scum on this planet. It seems that you're a bit confused right now by everything, but I haven't done anything to get in the way of you two. After all, that money that's been going to support you every month has been coming from the money I make. Huh? For a long time now, Phil has been wanting to end ties with you because you've always cared about his older brother and wife the most. But then 3 years ago, just after we got married, it was found out that his father had cancer. It was said that his dad wouldn't be around too much longer, and so Phil decided that until the day came that his dad drew his last breath, he'd remain helping the family. And that's why for 3 years now, he's continued to be a part of the family. What are you talking about? How does that have anything to do with you guys giving me money every month? You're probably just trying to take us off topic so you don't have to give me anything, huh? I can't allow that. Is that what you think? Well, then I guess this conversation is over with. Even though you're supposed to be my son's wife, you're completely useless. I don't care to listen to whatever made-up stories you may have about my son. Go tell Phil to call me right now. Phil just threatened me by saying that if I don't listen to you, he's never going to think about giving us money ever again. Threatening his own parents? I never remember raising a son as awful as that. Come on now, Brianna, and let's finish this dang trouble you've started. He just blocked me again, and now I'll never be able to talk with him. Well, things won't change until you start listening. Your husband must be going through a lot now as well, right? I want you to talk to me right now, you toxic witch. If all you're going to do is keep saying random crap, I'll never be able to listen to you. Understood. So that you can follow what I'm about to say to you regarding where that money you get every month comes from, I'll go into detail. But just be aware that Phil is really upset right now. And he has been for 3 years. His dad can no longer work and be able to help you guys afford to get the procedures he needs. He needed to get you guys money. But when you'd always treat your own son like trash compared to your oldest, he couldn't find it in him to try his hardest for you and your husband. Now, after what you've done recently, he's really lost all faith in helping you both out. What? But the right thing to do is just keep giving us money, right? We're his parents, after all. That's right. When Phil thought about what happened if he stopped giving you guys money, he worried what his dad would have to go through. But Phil is a very nice guy, and so back in the day when he was first having trouble bringing himself to give you guys anything, he chose to be the nice person he knows he is and give you guys a monthly amount. However, after a while of that, he could no longer take you constantly ripping into me. And so I told him that in his place, I could start to support you, and maybe that'd help things for him. And so in his place, I've been the one giving you that money every month for maybe the past 2 years. Why the hell would you end up doing that? Well, if you had never given birth to Phil, I would have never been able to meet him and marry him. And so my plan has been, as long as Phil's dad is alive, I'll thank you by supporting you financially. But you've still hated me all this time and have started making me doubt you ever being a good influence on this family. Even after having my own baby, you came to him and told him to his face that he's ugly and that I am as well. And so after you'd done that, the little piece of respect I had for you as the mother of my husband was crushed. And that's why I am no longer giving you any money. Have you come to understand what's going on now? But if you go ahead and do that, what'll happen with my husband's treatments? We won't be able to do them anymore. Are you saying you'd be fine killing him? And regarding that, I had a discussion with Phil. He told me if this was all to protect our son, then ending the money given to you guys would be forgiven by his dad. And so that's the conclusion we came to. And in my case, I can understand how Phil feels about saying that. We have both been trying our best to deal with your horrible behavior towards us, but now we've reached our limits. There is nothing else we want more in this world than for you to learn from your mistakes. You're now going to experience all the resentment that we both have had towards you for so long, you old bag. What? Why would you use such needless vocabulary? Are you that upset? If I really was an old bag, it'd be one thing, but I'm not even close to one, so you can't just say that. You're an absolute rotten rat. You told my husband things you shouldn't have. Things I shouldn't have? When your husband came in to see our baby boy, I asked him if he wanted to know what you thought of our little Wren. And when he said yes, I told him. And I'm saying you shouldn't have told him any of that. You should have been keeping your mouth quiet and just let my husband leave without a single word being said. Whether you wanted me to do something or not, and whether it makes me a bad person to you or not, I've already decided that you're going to pay for everything. So I'll do anything to ruin you. But it seems that your husband has caught on already to just how rotten of a bag you really are, right? Huh? Your husband told me. He said he knew that you would always show your love to your oldest son and his wife, and he tried to stop you. And when you both began to talk about divorce because of it, you threatened him by saying he'd never get to see his sons anymore. And so that's why today he came to us crying and begging for forgiveness. He told us he never wanted you to treat us so badly, but couldn't do anything to stop you. And now that he knows we understand him, he hates you just as much as we do. So that is why he's going to aid us in our revenge. There's no way my husband would ever lend a hand to a witch like you. He's my husband. He and I have been together longer than you've been alive. Well, if that's what you think is holding you both together, then go right ahead and keep thinking that. Doing that will only make things better for us. I'm looking forward to seeing what you could possibly do to me. What the hell is going on right now? What the hell are all these documents? What the hell are you trying to do to me? Ah, hi, Stacy. Seems they've finally arrived. I assumed that there would be some trouble ahead, and so I made sure to get a lawyer to make those up. As you can see by what's written on the papers, your husband's money will all be going to Phil and I after he passes. At least 90% of it will be. And that remaining 10% will then go to his oldest son and daughter-in-law. And as for you, you won't even get a single penny. His money? He's still alive, though, so why are you guys talking about the money he'll have after he dies? And if that's the case, I'm his wife and should get the money instead. You can't just do all of this behind my back and think to get away with it. I'm sure that these papers are all fakes anyway. All of that money he plans on giving after he passes is kept in accounts not related to your guys' marriage. And since he's the one that holds all that money that he's been saving up under his name, he can make the decision on where it will go. There's also been the fact that you only ever show interest in your oldest son and would sometimes leave your husband at home to fend for himself while struggling with cancer. So all of that has been included in his final decision. And since all of this was done through a lawyer that we had hired and those documents made official under your husband's signature, you nor your oldest can do anything about it. So there won't be any money left for me? There's no way! That's not even fair! Especially with the care that I did give him all these years. Who was the one that cared for him? You never cared for him, instead leaving him at home to become even more sick. And you'd whisper under your breath that you wanted him to give up soon. He heard all of that, you know? But he's a very kind man, and so he never wanted to end things this way with you. He wanted to make sure he could end life still being married to you. But after what you did to your grandson, he couldn't take it anymore. And so this right here is the work that was put in to get revenge on you by him. He at least gave up on ever wanting to divorce you. I'm sorry, but the only one that ever cared for your husband was Phil. What? Well, then what's going to happen to me? I won't be getting any money from you guys, and I won't get jack from my husband when he's gone. Well, then I guess you'll be out of luck. Stop messing around. Whatever. I'll just go and ask my oldest and his wife to care for me. I made sure to raise him the best and have been with them all the way. So of course they'll be willing to care for me in my time of need. Only if you can make that happen. Phil, it seems that your mom is following as planned and will be trying to get your older brother to help her. How are things there?
Things are going so well right now that I can't be bothered to look away. I'm good here. Just finishing some things up. After explaining the situation of my mom and dad to my brother, and letting him know he'd still at least get a little money, he hopped on board with us. But really, I didn't want him getting anything from my dad, that jerk. I always knew he was the kind of guy that wanted to get whatever he pleased, but man, this time's going to be great because of that. He's willing to literally throw away his mom for a little bit of money? He really did turn out like trash, just like his mom.
You've always had it out for those two, and I agree that your brother and mom are like two peas in a pod with how nasty of people they are.
Well, I'd never like anyone who always looked down on me and treated me as though I'm extra baggage in the family. I told him to block her number if he wanted the money, and so he did. And I told him that once Dad had passed, he'll be getting his share. Well, I'm not actually going to give it to him now.
Wait, are you sure? Won't your brother become even more of a problem if you do that to him?
It'll be fine. While we were young, he'd always take my toys from me and promise to give them back in an hour or two. But then when I'd come and ask for it back, he'd tell me to get lost and then keep the toy. So it's always been him breaking promises. So this time, I'll take it upon myself to, in fact, break one promise with him. I planned on just letting a lot of the past go with my brother, but then I found it too hard to do that after everything. And since my dad is the only thing keeping me around my mom and brother, once Dad's gone, I'm totally fine making my brother pay just as much as Mom will. I'm sorry. I guess some of my personal problems are getting caught up in our plans now.
You're all right, Paul. And even after your dad's gone, you'll have me and Ren as your new family. And since we're your family, we have no choice but to make sure you feel better too.
Thank you so much, Brianna.
Brianna, please help me! I can't get in touch with anyone anymore and I'm in huge trouble. If things keep going south for me, I'll be dead myself. I haven't had any experience working a job myself, and so nobody will take me that can pay me well enough. I don't even want to work anyway. I'll do anything for you as long as I get a little money. Stacy, I have myself a son now that's so cute, and I have to take care of him for the time being. And at the moment, I'm still a new mom, so I can't see myself having to take care of 2 babies. Also, you remember when you said my son looks like a monkey? You wouldn't want to be in a family with a boy that looks like a monkey, would you? And besides, I don't even want to meet with you anymore after you showed the kind of toxic mother you really are. Wait! You're wrong about that. That was... Back then I was just joking about your son. I never meant to be serious about anything I said to him. The only thing I picked up from you was how serious you really were. You're too late to be coming back to me now asking for anything anyway. Now, my little boy's going to be waking up soon, so can you stop talking to me? Now, goodbye forever. Wait, Brianna! What am I going to do now? What should I do to make sure that I'll be okay? Both my sons threw me away and my husband will be dying soon. I won't be getting anything from him after he's gone, and I still need to pay for the house and food. Hey, can you please give me anything? I'm asking you to please listen to me. After that, Stacy didn't get any money with the passing of her husband, and the house was given to Phil, which he used his power to kick her out of. I haven't spoken to her since our last conversation, so I can't be certain what's happened to her. But I did see her working at a supermarket not too long ago. But in her case, she was late to work a lot and missed work even more often, and soon was no longer working there. She then showed up at another store even closer to our house, and ever since seeing the worn-out and dead face she had there, I am not going back. Then, when it comes to Phil's older brother, when he heard that his father had passed away and never heard anything from Phil regarding the money, he came to our house complaining about why no money showed up yet. Phil then explained to him that he doesn't get any, and that's for all the times he broke promises with Phil. Of course, this made him upset, but just before he tried to do anything to his brother, our lawyer, who we had over to finish some talks up with, came out and told him to rethink his decision. And since then, his brother has never been seen around us again. Now, when it comes to me, I'm just living with my husband and Ren, and we are making the best of our little family with what we have left.
Hey, good afternoon, Kathleen. How are you doing? Have you finished off the work for today? Wrapped everything up?
Yeah, I have. I've been done for a little while now. Why? Did you need something from me, Sandra?
Oh, just checking up on you to see how you're doing. So, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking me. This is about Mom, right? That's why you're asking me?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You saw right through me. I was really worried about what's going on there after everything, you know.
Oh, thank you so much for your concern. It was definitely shocking for sure, with my mother's passing and whatnot, you know? But I've really bounced back now and I'm doing much better, so... We've already finished cleaning up around the house and everything. Everything's already been sorted and whatnot.
Yeah, so about that, you're gonna be okay with Charles taking over the house? That's not gonna be a problem, right?
Excuse me? Have you not spoken to my brother yet?
Well, actually, he's been going away on business trips for quite some time now. I don't have much time to really sit down and talk to him at all, but I mean, he's the older brother, so that should be the way things go, right?
I mean, that's true, but he's always away on business, just like you said. That's why he didn't really want to bother doing anything with the paperwork and whatnot, so I was going to do all of the paperwork for him to take over all of the inheritance. We already agreed that I would be handling all of that.
Excuse me? Handling all of that? What the hell are you talking about? Why is that already being pushed forward? I didn't even hear about this story at all.
Well, we were all at our mother's funeral. I spoke to my brother and discussed everything with him. You said that you had to be somewhere because you had something to do and to take care of. So you left midway through, which is probably why you didn't notice us talking.
Was that what happened? I don't really remember anymore. But I really don't think that you should just sell everything. That's literally the worst idea I've heard in a long time.
Pardon me?
It's literally a really valuable house that's built on great land. Why would you two just get rid of it all? And that brings up the question of if you are going to get rid of it, who's going to be taking all of the money from the sales? I'm sure you're planning on taking it all and keeping it to yourself, right, Kathleen? That's not gonna fly at all, okay? The eldest son, Charles, is the one that deserves to take all of the money from the house.
I've already spoken to Charles about all of that, you know? Is it alright if you just listen to everything he has to say from now on? I've already settled everything with him and he's already aware and agreed. And just because I take the inheritance doesn't mean that it's all free. It still costs a lot of money in taxes. I literally can't live in that big house all by myself anyway. It's just going to be a waste of money, you know? It's just going to be way too much work paying for taxes every year all alone. That's why we both agreed to sell the house.
I'm never going to let that happen, you understand? I'm going to move from my house, and I'm going to start living in that house. Actually,
That was the plan from the get-go anyway, so I don't know why he agreed to that. We're going to be terminating our lease this month anyway.
Wait, what? Hang on. Are you talking about the place that you're living in now?
Yeah, the place you've been before. We were actually coming up on a renewal soon. Next month was the last month of our contract, so...
Okay, and?
And it costs money to renew the contract, you understand? If I just live over there in that house, then I don't need to pay rent, right? It's literally free. That's why I've decided that we need to move out of this dinky little apartment and move into that nice house. So please, just don't go selling the house all on your own like that. You're seriously going to be causing me a headache.
I mean, I'm sorry for causing you a headache, but I really didn't hear anything from my brother about you all coming over here to live in this house.
I just told you a second ago. Literally just now. Is there a problem here, Kathleen? You're starting to annoy me. This shouldn't be an issue to begin with. That house is literally basically Charles's birthright. So I'm gonna be living in that house, you understand? Which means you need to pack your things and get out of that house.
Pardon me? What do you mean?
I mean, I need you to be out of the house by the end of the month. I'm going to be moving in, and I'm going to be bringing Carl with me too.
Have you already spoken to my brother about this? Or was this all decided on your own?
No, I haven't talked to Charles about any of this, but to be fair, he's going to agree with this decision anyway. I mean, come on, he's gotta like having a bigger house. It's better for the kids too. Have you thought about that at all?
Okay, I was planning on leaving anyway, but just because you live here and you don't have to pay for rent, doesn't mean that it's going to be any cheaper than it is now. It's still going to cost a lot of money for electricity and whatnot because it's just an older house. That's why I'm staying at this house for now, but I'm going to sell it and get rid of it because it's too outdated to even renovate.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Just be honest with me for a second, Kathleen. You're just upset and jealous that Charles and I are gonna be taking your parents' house, right?
That's not what I'm saying at all. You're seriously going to be hard-pressed living here, Sandra. You really need to talk to my brother about everything because this is starting to get out of hand.
I've already reserved a day for the movers to take all our stuff to that house, so sorry to break it to you, but you're gonna have to leave by the end of the month. If you're that dead set on staying there, then can you be sure to watch Carl for me? If you're okay with watching Carl for me, I'll be okay with you just staying in my house.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Sandra, but the house is already my house. It's not even my parents' home anymore. And we've already found a real estate agent that's willing to put this house up for sale. It's already all been decided and there's no going back now. The fact that you're bringing this up right now, after all this time, kind of makes me think that maybe there's another reason other than you just wanting the house.
It's just a little too expensive for us to have to renew the lease because we don't have too much money. Besides, it's kind of a waste, isn't it? We can just live there for free. To add to all of that, if we didn't have to take care of your mom and all of her needs, I would have lived there way sooner. But now she's gone, so everything is solved.
Are you telling me that you were waiting around for my mom to pass away so you could hijack the house?
I wouldn't go that far, Kathleen, but you know, the house is empty now. Let's just keep it at the whole situation has worked out in everyone's favor, okay? Because I don't want to have to pay for any more rent than I need to.
Why are you struggling that hard on my brother's pay? Isn't he working really hard?
What do you mean?
I know that he goes away on business trips a lot for sure, but I know that he gets compensated for his trips accordingly. If you just live a regular life, you honestly shouldn't even have to worry about anything and be able to save money while you're at it. Why are you in such dire debt to where you can't even renew your lease? I don't understand how you could be struggling that desperately for money.
That, Kathleen, has nothing to do with you at all. You need to mind your own damned business, do you understand me?
You know, Sandra, normally I'd be inclined to agree with you. But this time, you're trying to move into my house without any kind of permission, and you're telling me to leave. So, I want to know what is draining so much money from your house to the point where you can't even renew your lease.
A lot of things cost a lot of money, Kathleen. Things you wouldn't even understand. We have a kid, you know. They can be really expensive. Whatever, if you live with Carl and I, you'll understand what it's like to live with a kid. Maybe then I wouldn't need to explain anything. I feel kind of bad now that you mention it, though, asking you to leave the house immediately. Maybe I can reconsider my whole idea of just kicking you out. If you want to stay with us while we're there, you can stay with us. I'm going to be taking the biggest room of the house, though, just so you know. And you'll have to be taking care of Carl for me, so good luck with that, okay?
I just called my brother and had him check up on everything, but, he said that he was checking his bank account from his phone, and apparently all of his checking accounts are bone dry. Care to explain what's going on, Sandra?
What? His phone? You can check your bank account using your phone without going to the bank?
Yeah, you can check through online banking apps nowadays. How did you not know this? He was just letting you handle all of his finances up until this point. He never really checked his accounts or anything because, you know, he trusted you with his money. But he said that you've been acting way too suspicious recently, so he wanted to check up on everything. What have you been using all of the money on exactly?
I haven't used any of the money, nothing special anyway. Whatever, we're gonna be moving into the home and that's that. You understand and agree to this and there will be no arguing, understand?
Okay, so that means that you will be buying the house and taking it off my hands. Am I correct in my interpretation of what you're suggesting?
Excuse me? What are you talking about, Kathleen? Why are you saying that I'll be buying the house? It's literally my house to begin with, so I can't buy it off of you. I'm not gonna be spending a single penny to buy anything off of you.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but I've already put in all of the paperwork to sell the house to someone. If you want the house that badly, Sandra, you'll have to do it the right way with all the paperwork going through the real estate agent. But to be honest with you, Sandra, I'm not sure about this. This house kind of seems a little too big for you to be living in all alone.
What are you talking about living alone? I'm gonna be living in that house with Charles and Carl. We're all gonna be there. You can actually live there for a short little while if you'd like, Kathleen.
Actually, my brother just told me he has no intention of ever living with you anymore.
What?
I'm telling you that he said that after he gets back from his business trip tomorrow, he's going to be talking to his lawyer about all of this. He apparently intends to be divorcing you, Sandra. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
What are you talking about, Kathleen? He would never keep such an important thing from me. There's absolutely no reason that he would be talking to me through you, especially not about something that important. He hasn't said anything to me about anything either.
I mean, maybe he really wasn't messaging you because he was busy messaging me, but the message that you sent my brother a little while ago, maybe you should recheck who you're sending that to.
What message?
The message you intended to send to your partner that you're having an affair with? You've made a mistake somehow and managed to send it to my brother instead. My brother just sent me this photo a second ago and showed me what he saw. I'm going to be over to your bar again, Kenny. You just hang out there for me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to secure the house real soon, too. That's totally talking to someone you're having an affair with, right? There's no real wiggle room there.
I totally made a mistake. Please delete that photo. You really don't need to be sending me anything. You shouldn't be sending me crap like that anyway.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You've really screwed up this time, haven't you? Just so you know, my brother seemed to have his suspicions already. This kind of just nailed the coffin. He was already having you investigated by a private investigator.
Wait, is that true? You're totally lying, right? None of this is real.
So apparently with this whole moving thing, and the fact that you've used up so much money that you don't even have money to renew the apartment lease, I'm pretty sure he was fed up and decided to just get a divorce right away. This was the last straw.
This is all a misunderstanding, don't you get it? I'm literally not having any kind of affair. It's just a bar that I go to often because it's a nice little bar. He just happens to work at that bar, don't you understand?
Oh, come on. Let's be real. It's one of the bartenders that work there, right?
What? I mean, yeah, it is, but if anything, we're more like friends than anything. We get along like friends and nothing more than that. Sure, it was a little more than just as a regular customer, but...
So in other words, you had a bartender sweet talk you and woo you into going back to his bar regularly, right? You don't seem to want to admit that you're just another customer at this bar, but it sounds like you don't want to even admit that you're being fooled and used by this bartender.
I'm not being fooled. What are you talking about, Kathleen? Once we move into that house you're holding on to oh so dearly, we're going to be living together. Eventually, that's the story anyway.
Ah, so that was your real intention. Now it all seems to make sense. And to add to everything, you finally admitted all this.
Wait, hang on just a second, Kathleen.
You can't just delete it now. It's too late for that. I've already sent everything that you sent me to my brother.
What? What the hell? What is it with you siblings and sending everyone and each other screenshots?
Anyway, none of this is relevant to me, like you so kindly said earlier. If you want to buy this house and live in it, you're going to have to go through my real estate guy and his agency to buy it at full price. It's not my brother's at all. I own it outright. The whole house is in my name. And even if it were to belong to my brother somehow, I'm pretty sure he's dead set on getting a divorce, so I don't think it matters anymore anyway. Would you agree with me, Miss Sandra?
What are you talking about divorce? Charles isn't answering his phone at all. What the hell is going on here?
I don't think he wants to talk to you right now, Sandra. He's probably pretty fed up with you. Anyway, Sandra, we're strangers now. We have nothing to do with each other at all. So if you don't mind, could you stop messaging me or calling me, please?
Please don't be like that, Kathleen. Come on, we're great friends. You could help me out and be the middleman between my husband and I. We were basically sisters, you and I. We were super close.
You leave Carl all alone at night and go out to a bar. Not only that, but you flirt and sleep with the bartender. I definitely don't want someone like that thinking that she's my sister, even if she is an in-law.
I never left him alone at night. I didn't do any of that.
You understand everything is pretty much already figured out, right? And that everything you've been doing can be considered child neglect and abuse? Of course, I'm going to do everything within my power to make sure that my brother will be having full custody of Carl. You just need to be ready to pay for any and all damages you may owe my brother and any child support he's going to be asking of you. I think it's in your best interest to do that right now, while you still have a place to stay.
I've already contacted the movers, though. I can't just take it back, right? Ugh, what should I do, Kathleen? I don't know what to do.
How about you just move away then? You're going to be getting a divorce anyway, right? I hope you don't struggle too much to find a new house that you can live all alone in. Alright, goodbye, Sandra. I won't miss you, you selfish ex-sister-in-law. Charles went to the lawyers as soon as he finished his business trip and made it back home. He started on the paperwork and discussions for moving the divorce forward. He was already gathering all of the necessary evidence for the divorce, apparently. Sandra was in a situation where there was no chance in the world that she would be able to talk her way out of this one. After he was easily able to prove that she was guilty of child abuse and neglect, she lost all chances of any parental rights over Carl. Not only that, but she was sued for damages. Charles moved into a brand new house with Carl. Sandra, on the other hand, was unable to move at all because she ran out of money. She went back to her parents' house, but she was eventually chased out of her parents' house as well. Right now, she's living at her part-time job's dorms and trying to pay off all the damages she was ordered by the court to pay off.